Hello and welcome to HW News. The campaigning for the Bihar Assembly election has intensified. The polling is set to happen in 3 phases. The first date of polling is October 28th. Now this campaign, however, is different from the campaigns that we have seen in other states during the elections so far. How is it different and why is it different? We will talk about that in this video today. Take the example of last state assembly election that happened just before the pandemic hit us and lockdown came into force. I am talking about Delhi assembly elections. What were leaders talking about? CAA, Article 370, Shaheen Bagh. Home Minister Amit Shah went on to say that Shaheen Bagh was not a coincidence but it was an experiment. Who can forget the Minister of State for Finance, Anurag Thakur, leading the chant of देश के गद्दारों को गोली मारो सालों को? BJP leader Parvesh Verma said that Shaheen Bagh protesters will enter houses and rape people's sisters and daughters. The reason why I am recounting these statements is to remind you how the Delhi Assembly elections revolved less around the development of the state and more around these narratives. Surprisingly enough, Bihar Assembly election hasn't seen any such statement or hate-filled narrative that is driving the election campaigning, and thankfully so. But credit where it is due. It is Tejasvi Yadav of RJD who set the narrative for the election campaigning early on and did not let the discourse in election campaign slip away from the topic he has been raising, that is, jobs. Many would agree that probably after many elections, we are seeing a poll campaigning that is centered around jobs. The political parties are talking more about providing jobs, recruiting more people in education and health sector, setting up skill centers, etc. Not that they have never made these promises in election manifestos, but the center point of conversation is hardly any of these promises. That has changed with the Bihar Assembly elections. Now, what did Tejasvi Yadav get right? When it comes to unemployment and poverty, Bihar is one of the states that is riddled the most with these problems. According to Niti Aayog data, poverty has increased in the state multi-folds since 2018. Bihar's students' dropout rate is high. The number of qualified teachers is low. Malnutrition exists on an alarming scale. The pandemic has only aggravated this situation. Now, Tejasvi Yadav focused his campaign around the youths in Bihar, the students in Bihar. After lockdown, majority of the migrant population returned to Bihar, many of whom have returned to work in cities, but a significant number of this population still has stayed back and is searching for a job. Tejasvi Yadav identified that this can make his poll campaign more relevant to the people. Everywhere he goes, Tejasvi Yadav reiterates his promise of 10 lakh jobs. He makes sure to tell people that even though there will be efforts to distract, they should be stuck on the promises of jobs. Now, reality of job promises. As even the ground sentiment has spelled it out that unemployment is currently the major issue in the state, other parties have followed Tejasvi Yadav in making it their big poll promise. The BJP, which released its manifesto yesterday, went a step ahead and promised that it will provide not 10, 19 lakh jobs to the youths. This would include the hiring of 3 lakh teachers at school, colleges and university levels, 5 lakh jobs in the IT sector and 1 lakh jobs in the medical sector. This came in a complete U-turn since their own leader in the state and Bihar's Deputy Chief Minister Sushil Kumar Modi had questioned RJD, how will they manage to pay the salaries of the people if they give out 10 lakh jobs? In a series of tweets, Sushil Modi detailed the maths behind the hiring of new professionals, citing that the filling up of these new vacancies would cost the state government an extra 58,415 crore rupees. Not only that, but Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar also mocked the RJD's promise, sneering whether the salaries will be paid from the scam money. Now, what exactly had RJD promised? Tejasvi Yadav had promised to provide 10 lakh permanent jobs, which would include filling up of 4.5 lakh vacancies that opened up under the NDA and further create 5.5 lakh permanent positions. RJD leader and party's chief ministerial candidate Tejasvi Yadav had said that there would be provision for job to each member of a family with a guaranteed minimum wages. He also said that Manrega work days would be increased from the present 100 days to 200 days and promised to do away with the contract system for the hiring of teachers. What did the JDU promise? JDU did not promise a certain number of jobs, but instead it promised to open skill training centers and promoting entrepreneurship among women. Giving details, their manifesto promised that it would open Center of Excellence in the Industrial Training Institutes in every district and polytechnic at subdivision level to provide training to the youths in the advanced technology of optical fiber, solar, internet banking and transformer manufacturing, among others, to perk up the chance to get employment. What did the LJP promise? Chirag Paswan-led Lok Janashakti Party has said in its manifesto that it would build a web portal where the job seekers and employers can connect directly. While the party did not promise a specific number of jobs, just like JDU, it has promised to build a model in the state so that the people of Bihar do not have to go to other states to seek livelihood. So while all these promises are flying around, 10 lakh jobs, 19 lakh jobs, which is good, since our politicians are primarily talking about providing livelihood, giving people a source of income. But the question is how serious they are. Is it a promise that can be fulfilled? Is it something practical? Or is it a race to quote a bigger number? Think about it. Meanwhile, one thing is for sure, it is the election season in Bihar and job promises are raining for sure. Do let us know what you think in the comment box below. For more news and updates, you can log on to www.hwnews.in. Do subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter.
Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app, choose the language you prefer to get updates in, and be up to date with the latest news.
If you like this video, please share it and we would love to hear your comments in the comments section down here. Also, please do like our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter to get minute-to-minute news updates. For more such shows and videos, well, subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app, choose the language you prefer to get updates in, and be up to date with the latest news.